Hello and welcome to the 6th round of the Virtual V8 Supercars 2012 season. These are the highlights from Pukekohe Park. As you can see, it's Jesper Tolborg, the championship leader, who took pole position here today with a great time, 53.610, over a tenth ahead of second place and sister THR teammate William Levesque. Third place, Francisco VR. Fourth place, Toby Davis. That's an all THR first 2 rows. Fifth place, best qualifying of the season so far for Kevin Brent, beginning to show his strength in these cars as the season progresses. Also Ross McGregor again improving in qualifying. 6th place. 7th place, Andreas Loeffler, also a personal best for him. 8th place, Eric Strani. 9th place, way down in the grid, Florian Strauss, reigning champion. And rounding out the top 10 was the young Norwegian Erik de Veit for NFS Scandinavia. And the lights are now green, and away we go from the grid, and it looks like Tolborg and Levesque both got excellent starts there, but Davis is challenging VR down into turn 1. Oh, Strauss has come straight across. Andreas Loeffler both running wide, and Loeffler's taken out the sign, as is customary on the starts of this Pukekohe circuit, because of that long first turn and the cold tyres. Strauss slides back into position, and Loeffler slots back in also. Here come the field now down towards the hairpin on that first lap. Field streaming down through here nicely. Oh, there goes Johnson. Johnson slid off. He's put a wheel on the grass outside. He gets going once again. Mixed fortunes of this track over the years for James Johnson. Almost won last year, was taken out the year before. Here's Loeffler slide up the inside of Butcher. Oh, here comes Ayala, touches Butcher. That spun around Andreas Loeffler. Oh, almost comes back across into the rest of the pack. There goes another sign as everyone streams around him. Great job from all the drivers there to avoid him. Here's a replay of the incident. Loeffler slides up the inside. Butcher comes for the cutback, but but Ayala, of course, is already there. That puts Butcher into Loeffler. Loeffler spins around, almost comes back in the pack. That's a blind brow as well. That's around 170 kilometers an hour. So great job from all those guys to avoid that. As you see Johnson slotting one up the inside of Kevin Enderman, making his debut in Division 1 in 2012. Now here's VR and Toby Davis. Of course, Toby Davis got the jump on VR off the start. Now VR trying to go around the outside of Toby Davis. Toby Davis almost drilling the back of Jesper Tolborg there, his teammate. But the 2 THR drivers just about got through the corner there. A little bit of contact, but not any harm done. Now here's Ayala. He's taking advantage, of course, of that situation. Not held up at all, whereas Butcher and Loeffler were. But he's being passed by Yunt and by Palmer as well. He comes Palmer with a great run down the inside at turn 1. Little bit of contact, but Palmer is through. Now here's Churchill and Holmes, the teammates to David Young. This is just happening at the same time. As you can see, those two in front going ahead, and Holmes slides down the inside of Giuseppe Churchill also. So Nitra Racing moving forward. That 5:53, still Davis and VR tied together, and Brent, McGregor and Strani are catching, and now VR has even more of a run. He tried to slot it down the inside, but Davis comes back through on the inside, but now VR's through again. VR gets the exit from the corner, and that's Davis down to that 4th position. Here's a replay. See how sideways VR was trying to get that car slowed down. Davis cut across the grass up. Oh, there's contact between Strani and McGregor. McGregor had to get out of the way quickly. That held up Strauss and de Veit. As the rest of the field streams through also. Always plenty of action down at that hairpin. Lap 6:53. Here is Johnson and Churchill. So Churchill has dropped back quite a bit because he was up fighting with Holm earlier. But now here's Johnson passing him for 21st. No, not quite for 21st. Yes, he's going to get it, I think, on the exit. Sanchez Loeffler with his lights on in behind, trying to go around the outside of his fellow German Kevin Enderman. Now here's Manizewski. Oh, here's Manizewski wide. Manizewski very wide. Coming out of turn 1, the final turn, sorry, should I say. And Ruding takes full advantage. Now here's Strauss and de Veit, and de Veit trying to go through on the inside of Florian Strauss, and a great pass there from Erik de Veit on the reigning champion. Lennon hanging tough also. On board with Strauss on the bottom right hand corner. There is de Veit, just put a wheel on the grass, and now Strauss has the run. He's going to be side by side towards turn 1. McGregor's loving this because he's getting away from the pack, and Strauss just squeezes across on Erik de Veit and makes the pass, but no, Strauss has gone straight on. It's come back on ahead of Eric Tveit. Tveit might get the run out of the corner. No, not quite. Now here comes Lennon looking for the slipstream of them both. Oh, Tveit just chops him off. Now here is Butcher. He's still recovering, of course, from that incident. Trying to go the inside of Ferreira, then darts to the outside. Dangerous stuff that, because Hulme is there also. Ferreira now goes deep. Butcher gets a beautiful exit. Wonderful slingshot there. And Butcher up to that 14th position. At 13 to 53, and still Tveit and Strauss battle for this 7th place. And Tveit has the run, and Strauss has not covered the inside enough. Tveit is on the grass. Side by side into the hairpin. Tveit should have this move done, just needs to brake at the same speed as Strauss. He hasn't done, he slid too far up the inside. Oh, Strauss! Too eager to put the power on and nerfs the outside wall at the hairpin. Trying to get going. Gives the wall a couple more nerfs as he comes through. And now here is Strauss recovering. Oh, Strauss recovering. Oh, almost taken out Churchill and Loeffler. Oh, big impact there from Florian Strauss. And that's going to be race over, surely. And indeed it was for the championship. Second place, man. And now here comes Lennon down the inside of Tveit. So Lennon's just bided his time watching Strauss and Tveit wear themselves out and taking that position away. Now Oyala and Butcher, these met of course on that first lap, and Butcher has caught and has now passed Tomi Oyala for that 12th position. And Palmer's just ahead of these guys. Palmer having his best run of the season so far. Hulme now making a move on Bruno Sousa Ferreira. Just nudging his way down the inside, wheedling his way in there. Now ball with Junt watching Strani and Tveit. These three have been battling for the past couple of races really all together. Well, definitely from Yas Marina. These guys were all together on the track. Tveit's been very quick, but very bad with his tyre wear this season so far, wearing out his tyres quite a lot and losing lots at the end of the stints. Strani's been very good this season so far, but not quite so good today, because there goes Junt down the inside of him. A well-constructed move there from the Swiss driver. And now it's Hulme's turn to try and pass Tomi Oyala. Hulme seems to be following the same path as Chris Butcher here today at the moment, albeit a little slower than the Englishman. And this is the Swede who almost won on his Virtual V8 Supercar debut and has perhaps been a little bit disappointing this season so far. But that's the position he's gained here. He continues to march forward, just about getting the car settled down before that final corner. Now here's a battle up front. Brents has caught Toby Davis. There's VR ahead of them, just heading into that hairpin. Now Brent's trying to go around the outside of Toby Davis. We've seen doesn't really work too well. Oh! But VR and Davis happen like that as well, and Brent's doing exactly the same thing. Brent is through on that lap 18 to 53. Now we're going down the inside of Eric Tveit. Strani's making the move. The two Erics fighting each other. He's got a bit wide on the exit. Will that give Tveit a chance to get the overlap? No, it doesn't seem so. Now here is Johns and Nicky Dufresne. This is Andy Johns got a special livery for his home round here. He's from New Zealand. And he's having a great battle here with Nicky Dufresne. John slides up the inside, but Nicky Dufresne cuts back. And this is the next lap. Can Johns make it stick this time? Looks a bit more conservative, and yes, that's much better. Chopped off the front of Nicky Dufresne a little bit. Oh, a little bit out of shape on the grass also. Now here's Ferreira to go past Oyala. So Oyala just dropping back through the field. Ferreira's not able to make the move stick at the moment, but looks like Oyala's dropping back, whereas Ferreira's moving forward. Now here's a great battle here. Now Tveit has moved back into the clutches of Palmer and Butcher, and Butcher's going past both of them, surely. No! He's going to go down too deep, and Palmer's going to come back across and take Butcher and gain that one position overall over Eric Tveit. You see Ockercliffe go into the pits. Palmer having a great run here today. He's ahead of Junt and Butcher and Tveit. And Butcher's come back on the inside. And this time, Junt follows him through. Doesn't do an Oyala. And will perhaps take the position down into turn one as Tveit tries to defend the position on David Junt. And it looks like he's going to be able to do so. Yes, he is. Butcher meanwhile, carries on and pulls away from that gaggle, of course. Now here is Johnson recovering from that first lap mistake. It's been very, very costly indeed. Qualified mid-pack. He's only just got back to that mid-pack right now. What a great move that was, right around the outside of Bruno Salles Ferreira. Ferreira definitely not expecting that. And who's that going off in the background? Looks like Orca-Clint there. It's getting out of the way. Oh, here comes Tveit. Off and home around the outside. Junt around the outside of Tveit also. Junt has pitted and has dropped a lap down on these guys as a result. Now home down the inside. Oh, far too deep. Oh, Adrian. It was all going so well, and he has destroyed the front of his Ford Falcon. That's going to ruin his afternoon. He was moving forward so well indeed as well. I'd be bitterly disappointed with that. On board with Ferreira. Looking back at David Junt, this is after all pit stops have cycled through. Junt is on a 2-stop strategy. Ferreira's on a 1, so Junt is very much out of sync with these guys. It's not going to pay off for him overall in the afternoon. 34.53. On board with Johnson, trying to go past Oyala. Just about getting a Commodore's width on the outside there. And he's going to do the same move to him. Yes, he is. The same move he pulled on Celso Ferreira. Not quite so spectacular. But it's been fruitful for him there around the outside. He's not 36.53. We're not seeing much of William Levesque. That's because he's been serenely out in front of this field by several seconds all afternoon. Just driving towards perhaps what will be his first Virtual V8 Supercars victory. And how is VR and Brents, these two have become locked together after the pit stops, and they have been having a battle royale. VR down the inside of Brents. Brents leaves a little bit of room. Oh, and VR just chops across, making sure that Brents does not try and come back at him at the next corner. Now Strani and Oyala. Strani again struggling because he's dropped back behind Oyala now. Around the outside at the hairpin, and he should have the inside for the next corner, and therefore have that position. Back up to 11th he goes. Now here's Madizevski and Johns. Oh, and Johns tried to cut to the inside of Madizevski and went right across the grass. That's not going to work, and he certainly didn't. And again, Strani Oyala, 15 laps ago, still locked very hard in battle. Oyala's going to get the run off the corner. Will he get enough momentum to go around the outside at turn 6? Oh, it's dangerous stuff through there when you don't have room to race. And Oyala does have the inside, and he's not quite keeping the inside. Strani's coming back for a cutback, so it's a great race between these two guys. Down the inside goes Eric Strani. Oh, he's trying to squeeze down the inside. It's not working. Still side by side. Oyala's got the position now. Can Strani get the exit from this corner and come back at him? It looks like he has done so. In fact, this is a lap later. Lap 40. And Strani around the outside now of Oyala. Braking much later. Is it too late? Doesn't seem like it is. What a great move there from Strani. Consummately outbraked Tommy Oyala into there, and here is now Brents and VR defending that inside line. Brents all 4 wheels on the grass. There's Ike Ruding involved in it all as well, gets out of the way. You don't want to get involved in this battle. It's heated as he comes towards the final few laps of this race. Now here is Loeffler. It's on the grass. Oh, Loeffler on the grass. Oh, Loeffler has demolished his car against the inside. Gives the sign a bit of a nudge for good measure. That's the end of his race. He's had a miserable afternoon, he really has. Not deserved at all either. He had the speed. Taken out in an incident on that first lap with Oyala and Butcher. Has struggled for consistency and moving back through the field ever since. And there is that destitute car of Andres Loeffler on the outside as Strani goes past Eric Tveit. Now here is VR and Brents. This is lap 51 and 53. Still VR defending the inside very vigorously indeed. Brent's weaving one way then the next. Desperately trying to get the move done. Penultimate lap for Ferreira and Tveit. It's all coming to a head here. Drivers getting desperate for positions. They know this is their last chance. And Tveit again struggling at the end of the stints. And Ferreira says, thank you very much, Eric. I'll take that. Get on with my race. Now here is the last lap. This is VR and Brents is still desperate to get past Francisco Villa. Oh, he's got the overlap into turn 1. He's squeezed through. What a great move there from Kevin Brent. He's squeezed through on Francisco Villar. There was barely enough room for the Holden Commodore, but he made sure that there was room. Oh, and there comes Brent, just shot through the inside, just going to squirt the throttle. Gets sideways on the curb as he goes past, but he's finally got past the Portuguese driver, who tries to come back at him, but it looks like not going to be able to do so. And the winner of the race, as Ferrero crosses the line, and Tavite, winner of the race is William Levesque, flashes his lights in delight. That's the first time he's won a V8 Supercar race in the Touring Pro Series. A great moment for him. He's had struggles throughout the middle of the season, but now he's come good in the latter end of the season. And there is confirmation of the result. Second place still for Jesper Tolborg, who maintains his stranglehold and extends his gap at the top of the championship table. Third place, Kevin Brent. Fourth place, Francisco Villar. Fifth place, Toby Davis. That means 4 THR drivers in that top 5. They're really becoming dominant in TPS at the moment. Sixth place, Ross McGregor. Seventh place, Gary Lennon. Eighth place was Chris Butcher. He'll be pleased with that after the first lap incident. Ninth place, James Johnson. Also, he'll be pleased with that. And rounded at the top 10 was Eric Strana. There you can see the championship standings, and it's THR Orange who are also leading the teams championship, of course, due to the fact that Davis and Tolborg have teamed up very well so far this season. Next round will be from Simmons Plains from the Touring Pro Series, 28th of July. Make sure you tune in at TouringProSeries.com.
GamePod, the ultimate race rig for those serious about sim racing, puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be number one on the road, in the race, in the game. GamePod, the choice of champions.